Why? Why do I get false hope? The fact that there is a chance, maybe we'll beat someone that's decent. Nah. Not the Giants at NG Stadium. Enjoy NG. I don't give a shit what it's called, to be honest. What a terrible game. Absolutely terrible. Poor goddamn were 4 goals. In a result, under every bit of hope and, positivity that I had for this game, I just thought that this was going to happen. And what nails it really in the coffin for me is the 7 goals, 15 or whatever we kick, 6 goals, 15. That's just really Port Adelaide typical. So very nice to watch that display on a Sunday afternoon. I wasn't even hungover. Normally on a Sunday I'm hungover, and that's not promoting, anything bad. I'm just saying you come in on a Sunday, it's your relaxation day, and my heart rate has to be built up. Actually, I don't think my heart rate went up past 100 today, simply for the fact that I just always knew throughout the day it was going to be oh yeah, this is happening. Yeah, it's really, really good. Yeah, no, it's really, really shit. Majority of the time, it's just really, really shit. So we're now sitting 7th, and all hope lies in the fact that we find something, because right now we're sitting here going, there is a very, very good chance we don't even play finals with our run home. It is a very disappointing feat to have at the moment. We have a very difficult run on the way home, and to put in a performance like we did, it's just satisfying, because we've had many of these performances now. I look back at the showdown. I look back at the Collingwood display. I look back at, even as soon as the one before the bye against Carlton, we've had these displays where we've gone with teams for a bit. It wasn't pretty, this one in particular against the Giants. It was terrible. Our kicking display was shit. Our inside 50s options were poor. We had a few good hit-ups. Georgiadis was the one that we hit up majority of the time, which was, his leading patterns were great, and I thought he was a lot better than Marshall. I think Ollie Lord was unsighted. And it was really disappointing to see he got subbed out, because I don't think he really got an opportunity to be anywhere near the football, which was dissatisfying. And, around the grounds as well, our back half were disappointing. I thought, besides Farrell and Houston, everyone else was pretty average. I thought Asava's game was terrible. Lear's game was below par. Bergman was unsighted for the first half. Certain displays of it was just unsatisfactory performances all around. I look at our midfield in particular. I don't think there was one midfielder that got over 20 touches. Our highest possession getter was Houston, and he had over 30. Farrell was next. The next one seen was Boak. Now, at the end of the day, if your top 4 midfielders, Rosie, Butters, Wines, and Horne-Francis, throw in Drew in there, because he's a midfielder that starts at a lot of the CBAs. Not one of them had over 20 touches. It is really disappointing. It is really unsatisfying. And there's no general gel in the midfield. And the same as Soldo to be seen. He wasn't fighting in that ruck contest. It was disappointing. The grit and the grind was not there. And that's the heat of the contest. The GWS's overlapping display was sensational, and they caught us out multiple times around the back, where our press is too high up. That's even at the contest. They're able to swing around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 handballs, or just a quick kick out, and they're one-on-one, or they're out. They've got outnumber already. So it's really, really disappointing to see that at the end result, it comes down to the same factors, which is how much you want to work, the hardness at the contest, and our ability to actually be efficient going inside 50 when we are inside 50. Because 6-15 is terrible. It is disappointing. It's a shit display. It is something that I don't want to see. It is something that we have to go through consistently as fans. It's just rinse and repeat for Port fans. And it sucks. It definitely sucks. We have to sit here every single week and have false hope. Port fans would be the most passionate people in the world, right? Which means to have so many of us right now sitting here going, yeah, righto, whatever. There's a lot of us that just accept disappointment now, and we don't want to. That is not how we want to operate, but it's just the fact of the matter is there's no change, and change has got to come. Change has to happen. This is the same rinse and repeat stuff now. It's terrible. It's just numbing. That's what it is. It is numbing. It's numbing football. I don't know what we want to achieve out of this season. It's definitely not a grand final appearance. It's definitely not a premiership. I'm writing us off. We are thin line at the moment, hanging on for a top 4 spot. We're thin lining it, I reckon, for finals as well. We're not doing anything successful this year. I'll put my foot down. And if we do, hell, I'll eat my own words. I'll eat the piece of paper I wrote the notes on. I don't give a shit. Prove me wrong, yes. But at the end of the day, we got beaten by a side who has been probably worse than us in terms of form against good sides or form against sides in general. And here we are, losing by 22 points away from home in a game where we've had 17 days off. You'd think it'd be fresh. We look out on our feet. Our willingness to work from contest to contest was shit. I'm not going to sugarcoat the words anymore because it's as simple as that. We sucked. And it's bad football. It's bad viewing. There's a few glimpses of moments of Houston outshining everyone else. Farrell was very, very good. Thought Zerk-Thatcher's game was very, very impressive. The impact from Narkle on when he came on was nothing. Francis Evans did nothing. I thought, whilst Jed McEntee had a good couple of moments, still didn't impact the contest. Decision-making was poor. We missed Rioli a whole heap. I think, up forward. Marshall's impact just couldn't kick straight, which is just, whatever that hip surgeon did, look, get your money back, Todd. George Alderscan was, one of the better ones. I thought you could pinpoint moments of each individual. You're not going to get a satisfactory performance to say they were good enough to win the game. Houston was unbelievable. I'll keep mentioning that. But bar him, there's no one really anyone else that can say, yep, I impacted the game I wanted to today, and it's just disappointing. It is we're a fraction of a club that what we should be right now, and with our performances that we've had, it sucks. But good news, Port fans, we move on to next week, and we get to wear the Premiership Guernsey against Brisbane. Yeah. I don't want to be disappointed at home in that Guernsey. So it's such significance is that Guernsey in terms of the success that it's had. To wear that against a Brisbane side that's in very, very good form at the moment, it's crucial that we win next week. Regardless of the season and what we think we're going to get out of it, it's a must-win game next week. And it's as simple as that. So get on the high horses, figure out a way to win, kick straight next week, and that's all I've got to say because I've had enough. Ending my Sunday night with a loss. How depressing. Anyway, Port fans, I'd love to hear your comments below. It's only a quick review because I think we're going to have to rinse and repeat the same old stuff. So, let me know in the comments what are your thoughts about that one because, we lost. We lost the top 2 chance to be sitting there in second spot, undeservingly, but, could have been there, made a difference in the world, but no. Thank you so much for watching, Port fans, and everyone else who isn't a Port fan. Appreciate your support. Subscribe to the channel if you're new for plenty more Port Adelaide and AFL content to come your way. My name's Anthony, and as always, can't the pair.